What is up, guys? The official weekly one-shot challenges for Marvel Champions are finally back here, and I want to give a huge shout out to Peter, from the Fantasy Flight Games team. I'm sure that he put a lot of work here, and he did create, these one-shot challenges for us to play. So let's go ahead and get on with the setup here for the first one-shot challenge of 2025. Challenge number one here, we have the Enchantress, and this challenge is called Irresistible Charm. We have to defeat the Enchantress scenario, playing as any hero. So I wanted to try out Tigra again here from the Civil War expansion, a new hero. And we have to, after the setup, place 5 charm counters on the enchantment card in each player's play area. So if you guys do not know what that means, Enchantress, she'll give you, these enchantment cards. And if you get 5 counters on them, it flips over and you become enthralled. So we're going to play the scenario as if we're already enthralled, on turn 1 here for this Irresistible Charm challenge. And for some modules here, I thought it'd be really fun to add in Spider-Man and the Defenders. These are some modules from the Civil War expansion for scenario. So Enchantress, she's very powerful. She is enthralling and enchanting Spider-Man and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Defenders and Spider-Man are going to get enthralled here by the Enchantress, and Tigra has to take them all on, even though we're also, enthralled here as well. But we're not like fully taken over like these guys who are going to become minions that we have to take on. But yeah, let's go ahead and shuffle all this in, and then we'll go ahead and get the Enchantress set up here. So for the main scheme, stage 1A, it says to set the future of the spare side scheme aside. So we're going to set this aside for here. And then attach a random hypnotic gaze to each identity. Players cannot look at the reverse side. Set each remaining hypnotic gaze aside. So we're just going to roll the die here to see which hypnotic gaze that we're going to get. So shuffle up the entire deck first. And then we have these 5 right here. So I have a 10-sided die. If we get a 1 or 2, it would be this one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Let's see what we get. We got a 2, so that's going to be the first one right here. So let's set all the other ones aside. And then we're going to have the Define trait. And if there are 5 more charm counters here, remove each one and then flip the card over. And that's going to immediately happen, right? So we got that. Let's advance the main scheme stage 1B. There is 1 per player initial threat. If it hits 6, it's going to flip. And then force interrupt whenever a charm counter we place on an enchantment card in your play area. If your identity already has the enthrall trait, we place 1 threat on here instead. And we will have that enthrall trait immediately. So for the Enchantress here, for her one review, in standard mode, you put the set aside feature of the spare side scheme to play, but we're doing expert mode, so we don't do that. That's going to be on the flip here for stage 3. For expert mode, we start off on stage 2 here. She has 16 life, and she's going to have a tough stats card, and then she also has steady. She also has a force response. After Enchantress attacks you, place 1 charm counter on the enchantment card in your play area. Okay, so we did the setup there, and after that, we're going to immediately put 5 charm counters because of the Irresistible Charm. So if you guys are playing Enchantress here, as standalone, not a part of the official weekly one-shot challenge, then you won't do this. But for the one-shot challenge, we're going to put 5 counters on here. And it says if there are 5 more counters, remove each one and then flip this card over. So it's going to flip over here to the Trance of Sloth. Your identity gains the enthralled trait. So we are enthralled. So if we add counters to this, we'll instead put threat on the main scheme. When reviewed, you are stunned. Oh man, we're going to start off stunned here. So we'll be an alter ego, but we're starting off immediately stunned. And then otherwise place 2 threat on the main scheme, so we just get stunned. As a force action, we can exhaust this card, heal 1 damage from the Enchantress, and then draw a card and discard a card. But the cool thing there is that we don't have to be able to heal damage from her to trigger the effect to draw a card and discard a card. Force action is a new mechanic in Marvel Champions that was introduced in the Trickster Takeover scenario pack, where it's actually you have to trigger before the player phase ends. So we have this card right here, and then even if Enchantress is at full life, we can still exhaust this card, heal damage, she stays at full life, and we draw a card and discard a card. So yeah, we have a little bit of a helpful effect for us, kind of, except we have to heal her every single turn. Okay, let's go through our deck breakdown here. So this is my perfected version of the Pin Down deck for Tigra. So we have 3 copies of Pin Down, 2 copies of What Doesn't Kill Me. We have 2 copies of Ready for a Fight now. I only have 1 in my first version of the deck, but Ready for a Fight is so good with Tigra because we flip down, draw up to our alter ego hand sets of 6, and then we trigger Ready for a Fight in the villain phase, flip back up, and then start the next player phase, in hero form. So we can trigger on their hunt, our hero ability, and then draw more cards for each man engaged with us. So I really like this card for Tigra. And then we have a stun gun here. We have defensive conditioning, Night Nurse for the allies. We have Iceman, Daredevil, Patriot, Gambit, Professor X, Nick Fury, and Grant Ward. We have Practice Plan to recur those ready for fights. We have Endurance for some extra health because the minions are going to be hitting us a lot. We have Queen Carrier, Mansion, Helicarrier, and then the 3 basic doubles. And that is our pin down protection deck here for Tigra. And we got to take down the Enchantress, but with Spider-Man and the Defenders. So we'll see if Spider-Man and the other Defenders come out against us. So let's go ahead and shuffle up here. And I think we're basically all set up, right? Yeah, we got the encounter deck set up. We have the main scheme. There are no side schemes here, right? Yep. So we don't do that when reviewed if we're doing expert mode. And then we have the transit slot already flipped here. So yeah, for the Enchantress, her force response after she attacks you, you place a charm counter on the enchantment card in your play area. And since it's already in thrall, we trigger the force interrupt, and then we'll put a threat on the main scheme instead. So basically, every single time Enchantress attacks us as a force response, she will add 1 threat to the main scheme. And it's only 6 per player threat. So I'm pretty worried about that flipping on us pretty soon. But we'll see what Tigra can do here against these minions. And Spider-Man, who is, man, Spider-Man's a good guy, you know, but he doesn't want to do this. It's not of his own will, guys. He's getting enchanted here by the Enchantress. All right, let's shuffle up. And I think we are all good to go here. All right, let's do our mulligans. We're going to draw up to our hand size here of 6 on our Alter Ego for Greer Nelson. See what we get. Oh, dang it. This is terrible. I'm going to have to toss these probably, which feels bad. We got the ready for a fight, though. So that's pretty good. I think I still have to flip up, though, to get rid of that stun, because I don't want that. This could be useful. I mean, Iceman could be useful here as well. Grant War, we don't really need help thwarting, so I don't want to draw him on turn 1, but we drew him anyways. I think we'll mulligan. I almost want to get rid of Iceman as well, just to, because I can't block with him, right? Because his effect's not good to block with. I think we'll mulligan 5 here, and we'll just want to rectify. Draw 5 more back to 6. Not the best mulligan that we want to see right there. If I don't draw a card to play for with that double, okay, this maybe I should have kept Iceman there to use the double with. So what doesn't kill me we can't use because the requirement to play this card is a huge 2 damage, and we're at full life, so we can't heal right now. Alright guys, let's go and get started. Well, we can Moon Knight and pin someone down right away. Let's go ahead and use our action. Undercover work. Search your deck and discard file for copy of Hunted. Add to your hand. So let's get it Hunted here. Add that to our hand. So we can go ahead and get some minions right now out on turn 1. The question is, who do I want to get? I don't really know. Does Enchantress have other minions in her encounter set? Or is it just the defenders like Luke Cage and Spider-Man? We did not play the recommended Trickster Magic module here, so we only have the Defenders and the Spider-Man module from Civil War. So I think I Hunted here first, and I can cite everyone. Moon Knight will stun and confuse. Hunted will just stun. So let's go ahead and play Hunted here from Alter Ego. It's a 0 cost upgrade. As additional cost to play this upgrade, search the encounter deck and discard pop for a minion, put it in play, engage with you, and you attach Hunted to the minion and stun the minion. And when the attached minion is defeated, we can ready up Tigra. So this is just, we'll play it, and we'll search here for a minion. See what we got. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot, we got these guys. So the minions here with Hunted lose guard. So I probably want to get something like this. While the minions engage a player who has enthrall trait, gets plus. Yeah, let's get this guy. That's pretty chill to lose the guard on. And we can pin him down right away, which is pretty good. Oh, he could be good as well because he has 0 scheme. After a player deals any amount of damage to Enchantress, he'll attack me. Oh, but he has 3 attacks, so I don't think I want to pin him down. Yeah, then we just get the Enthralled Brute here. So there's quite a bit of minions that I completely forgot that Enchantress has. Luke Cage, stun your leader, otherwise you're... Oh, that's not bad. Do I want to just get Luke Cage out here right now? I think we get Luke Cage, guys. Okay, so we're going to get Hunt here and hunt out Luke Cage. Luke Cage is enthralled by the Enchantress, so he's a bad guy. He's a minion. And then, let's see. So he's going to be attached to Hunted, and he's going to lose a guard here. He doesn't have guard anyways. And then, yeah, okay. And then he gets stunned. But he's not even revealed. He's put into play, so he won't trigger the one revealed effect anyways. But that's okay. So he's going to be stunned here, and then we'll shuffle up the encounter deck. So we played our Hunted. Got a minion out with that. And then actually, let's not shuffle too much because I'm about to look through it again for Moon Knight. Okay, so we got Luke Cage. Next, we're going to play Moon Knight. Let me think. Let's go ahead and play this pin down. 0 cost upgrade attached to minion. We'll give it to Luke Cage. and the attached minion loses 2 attack. So Luke Cage now has 0 attack in 1 scheme. So that is pretty good. We got the pin down already here on turn 1. We didn't get any like resource generators, but we got a pin down, which is kind of a resource generator because we have the minion out. I think here, I think I want to hold on to a double, play the ready for a fight, and then no, I think I just spend everything because I just play Moon Knight, play practice point. I want to get everything out, and we'll draw more cards. It was bad wasting the double here, but I think that's okay. Let's go ahead and do, because it's a physical anyways, we'll do a resource here so I can play Moon Knight. Moon Knight's a 1-cost ally. As a force response after Moon Knight enters play, we have to trigger this because it's a force response. Search the encounter and discard power for a minion, put it in play, engage with you, stun, and confuse minion. Do we get Spider-Man here, guys? Is that who we want? Whenever he's reviewed, he attacks. Yeah, we don't. If he's put into play, he won't trade the one of the ability. But what does Tangled Up do? I think it does something if Spider-Man is in play. Let's separate these advances here. Let's see. When attach character with scheme. Oh no. Okay, Spider-Man doesn't do anything. I think we get Spider-Man, guys. Yeah. Okay. Moon Knight's gonna drag out Spider-Man here. He has a one reviewed ability, but Moon Knight puts Spider-Man into play, so he won't trade the one reviewed ability, and Moon Knight will also stun and confuse Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is not going to do anything to us for a little bit. So sorry, Peter, but we wanted to see him out here for thematics, but unfortunately, he's going to be going against us. Yeah, I think Luke Cage is a better minion to pin down because he has 1 scheme if we're ever in Alter Ego. Spider-Man only has 2 attack as well for the pin down, but he has 2 schemes. So if I had to flip down Alter Ego, that could be a bad situation. All right, so let's put that over there. And we'll use a double resource here. It's a physical to play for Ready for a Fight. The requirement to play this card is a physical resource, which we paid for. Ready for a Fight is when an enemy would scheme, you can discard this upgrade, and then we change your form, enemy attacks instead. We'll also play Practice Plan here, 0-cost upgrade. After you discard a prep card, Ready for a Fight is a prep card. We can discard this card and return that prep back to our hand, so it can recur the Ready for a Fight. We're going to flip up here to hero form, and then let's go ahead and attack, get rid of the stun. And oh yeah, here's where it is. Each minion with a copy of Hunted loses guard. Hunted doesn't make the minions lose guard by himself. We have to be in hero form and have our constant ability active here in hero form. And then, oh wait, I forgot to do this. Oh, that's fine. We can do it right now. So force action, exhaust this card. We have to do it before our turn ends. Heal damage from Enchantress. She's at full life. Draw a card and discard a card. Okay, that's fine. So we drew this and we have to immediate this card because I should have done that before, guys. I forgot about the forced action there. We had to do that at some point before our turn ends, or before the player phase ends. And I could have like tried to manage if I could draw like a Queen carry. That would have been really good. I'm glad we didn't. We just drew that in event. That's fine. Okay, that's gonna end our turn. Do I want Moon Knight to activate? He could. Now, I don't think we need to activate here. He can thwart more next turn. All right, that's gonna end our turn. Let's right back up, and we'll draw back up to our hands here 5 in our hero form. Double. Can I get something to? Okay, we got the Telecare to pay for the double, and we'll draw some cards on the hunt. Draw some cards with that, so I'm feeling good here. Okay, it is. Do we have physical? Oh, we don't have anything for the what doesn't kill me, but we may draw it. Enchantress turn, she's gonna add 1 to the main. Okay, she's going to attack us here. We are going to take this hit to the face. So she's hitting with a base of 2. She gets a face down boost card. Boost is 2, so it's gonna be 4 damage on Tigra, bringing us from 10 all the way down to 6. Enchantress has a force response. After she attacks you, place a charm counter on her enchantment card. We can't because it's enthralled, so instead we put a threat on the main scheme. Then both minions will attack us. Luke Cage is stunned, and then Spider-Man stunned, so no one attacks. And then we get dealt face on counter card. Please don't be tough. Spell shards. Review. Take 3 indirect damage. If your identity took any damage this way, place 1 charm counter on your enchantment card. Oh man, I know we can flip down and heal here, so I think it's fine. Let's put all 3 damage on Tigra because I want Moon Knight to help us thwart. Yeah, so we'll put 3 damage on Tigra. It's from 6 down to 3. Since we took damage, we place a charm counter on your enchantment card, but we instead add threat on the main scheme because we're already enthralled. So that goes up to 4, and that's gonna resolve the treachery. Okay, so it's backward to our turn. Okay, here we go, guys. This is where we're gonna try to pop off. So we can trigger our response on the hunt. After the player phase begins, right now we draw 1 card for each minion engaged with us. We're gonna draw 2 cards here. 1, 2. Give me something. Okay, we got a physical, so I can play the what doesn't kill me. We also have feline reflexes, but I don't know if I go for that. Let's do 3 resources here, and I'll play the Helicarrier. So this is a 3-cost support. We can exhaust it to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. We have this in play. And then, let me think here. I could Sharp Claws, and I could even play Patriot if I wanted to. The problem is, what's my recovery stat? Ooh, just 3. So let me think. If I Sharp Claws, and then what doesn't kill me unless you use a Sharp Claws. So that part doesn't work out. I could just play the Stun Gun here. Stun Spider-Man again. We thwart with Moon Knight. Oh wait, let's use this. We gotta use our first action. Exhaust this card. Heal 1 damage from Enchantress. She's at full life. Draw a card and discard a card. So let's do that before. Oh, okay. I definitely want to play that one. Gets an extra life here. So we had this card from her hand. Let's toss Patriots. I think. I mean, let me think. If I hold on a Patriot, he could start giving us toughs. Is another thing, right? If I play Patriot for 3. I'll lose 1 resource from my hand. I can grab. Oh, I like defense condition. Okay, that's fine. We'll actually discard the what doesn't kill me. Okay, let's do that. Then, what was the plan now? If oops, I think we flip down to Alter Ego is the plan. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip down. Oh, it's Stun Gun's a hero action. I don't think we can take the 2 damage from Spider-Man, guys. I think that's the problem here. Okay, let's go ahead and do Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So Stun Gun's gonna be 1 cost. This would be a resource here, so we can play the Stun Gun. 2 cost upgrade. It's restricted, comes in with 2 charge counters. And then as a hero action, we're in hero form, so we can exhaust it, remove a counter, and then we can stun a minion if we remove 1 counter. So let's stun Spider-Man here. Actually, I could double stun Enchantress. Oh, that's fine. We're stun Spider-Man. Okay, so we stun him there. Then we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to exhaust heal by 3. Brings from 3 back up to 6. Moon Knight's going to thwart for 2 from the main. Drop down 2. We'll take a consequence damage. And we're going to use our undercover work. Action search your deck and discard pile for copy Hunted. Let's get Hunted here from our discard pile. Wait, no. Oh, we don't have one. It's in play. Okay, we're looking through our deck for Hunted. And then it was coming up anyways. We'll add to our hand and shuffle up. And I think I play the defensive conditioning here. Yeah, I feel like I want some extra life. I don't want to lose Patriot, but I think that's the play that we go for right now. And we try to draw more cards next turn. Use a Helicarrier in our hand just to try to deal with the board. I think it's going to be the play. All right. So we're going to use 2 resources here. Play defensive conditioning. It's a 2-cost upgrade. Play under any player's control. You get +3 hit points, and you also get +1 defense. So we go from 6 up to 9 life here. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we did the force action there on our enchantment card. Drawing back up to 6, which is our alter your hand size. And we got Nick here. And we got the pin down. Okay. Oof. And we got a mansion. So I won't be able to play everything, but maybe we can play a good amount. All right, it is Enchantress' turn. She's going to add 1 to the main. She is going to scheme because we're an alter ego. We're going to trigger the ready for fight. So discard this card. And then we flip up to hero form. And then she's going to attack us instead. Now, do I want to practice plan that? I want ready for fight in the deck. I don't think I practiced playing it here, actually. I think I just let it go. Yeah, so we're just gonna, yeah. So she's gonna attack us here. We have 9 life. Do I take this hit to the face again, guys? We can defend for 4. That's more than our recovery stat. So yeah, why don't we exhaust to defend here? We're defending 4. She's saying with a base of 2. Here's a boost. No boost icon, so we fully block it out. Attach your identity. As a force action, we have another force action here. Exhaust this card, place a charm counter on the enchantment card, and then play a card from here, reducing the cost by 1. Oh, that's actually really good. That's going to help us out during the player phase. So the boost is to reveal this card, which gets attached to us. Okay, so we defend her 4. She does 2 damage. We take no damage here. Both minions will attack. Luke Cage is pinned down, so he has a -2 attack. He hits us for 0. Nothing happens. Spider-Man's going to attack. He is stunned. Nothing happens. Encounter card is, neighborhood hero. One revealed. Oh, I forgot. She's attacked us, so we place a charm counter here with her force response. So this goes up to 4 threat because we can't place charm counter anymore. One of you in competitive mode, move 2 threat from your leader's main scheme to this scheme. Otherwise, place. Oh, so we're not doing competitive mode, so we place 2 threat here. Okay. Oof, I thought we were gonna add threats there. So it's gonna be 4 threat here with a amplify. All right, that's not too bad. Neighborhood hero here from Spider-Man. Okay, now the player phase will begin. We'll trigger on the hunt, draw 2 cards because we have 2 minions engaged with us. So let's get our economy rolling. Okay, we got the cat's head amulet, and we got hunted here. So I think we hunted and then we cat's head amulet. And I can trigger this at some point. But let's play hunted here. So we play this card as additional cost to play it. We have to get a minion from the deck or discard pile, and then put into play engage with you. So let's do, I think we do the enthralled brute here. Yeah, let's do this enthralled brute. So he has guard, but our hero ability makes each enemy with hunted lose guard. So he has 2 attack, and then he has the ability where if he's engaged with an enthralled character, he gets +3 hit points. So he actually has 7 hit points here. But we're not going to defeat him, guys. We're just going to pin him down and just leave him there in play. So we got, or leave her in play. Yeah, the enthralled brute. All right, let's shuffle up. We got hunted down. Let's go ahead and play this pin down that I have in my hand. We're going to pin down let's move Spider-Man over here. And then we'll pin down this enthralled brute. So now we have Luke Cage and enthralled brute pinned down. So they both have -2 attack here with the pin down where we attach to a minion. So they're just our feel for our economy here. Spider-Man's not pinned down though. Okay, next we want to do some Thoring. So Moon Knight's going to Thor for 2 from the main, drop it down 2 threat. Moon Knight takes a consequential damage. We'll trigger the alluring call here. So you can exhaust this card, place a charm counter on your enchantment card, which will instead place a threat on the main scheme. And then play a card from your hand, reducing its resource cost by 1. So the cat's head amulet here is going to be sorry guys, before we do that, we're gonna helicarrier. So it's gonna reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. Then we'll trigger this, so cat's head amulet is reduced by 2 here. So we can play this here for free. So yeah, with this and with this. And then, oh, I forgot, with this thing, there's an alternate action where we exhaust this card to discard it, but we may just keep it. I'm not sure. For more economy. Okay, so for the cat's head amulet, we can exhaust it, generate a physical resource for each minion engaged with us. We have 3 minions engaged with us, guys. So that's going to be 3 resources. Do I use... I want to play Nick. Then we use a mansion. So we're going to use 3, plus 1 more is going to be a total of 4, so we can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We could play Quinn Carrier. And then if I play Quinn Carrier, what am I doing here? Oh, okay. Let's use this first. Force action, exhaust card. Hero damage from the Enchantress. We draw a card in this card. So drew to Daredevil. Let's discard. I think. Do I want to try to thwart here? Let's discard Professor X, I think. Actually, he could help us thwart. No, we don't need 2, but yeah. We'll discard Professor X because Nick will block the hit for us. Okay, so we did our force actions that we have to do. And then I kind of want to get Quinn Carrier out, but is that too greedy, guys? I could Quinn Carrier into Daredevil. And we could clear off the Amplify. Keep Spider-Man play, just take damage from him. Or actually, we could stun gun him. I think I might stun gun him. Okay, we're gonna go super greedy here. 3 resources here to play the Quinn Carrier. 3 cost support. We can only play if we have the Avenger Ship, which you do have in a hero form, and we can exhaust the Quinn Carrier to generate a WoW resource. So let's go ahead and do that. And then this would be a second resource here, so I can play Daredevil, who's a 2-cost ally. So let's move everything over a little bit. We're running out of space with all these minions. Okay. Then we're going to use our stun gun, exhaust it, remove a counter, stun a minion. Let's stun Peter Parker. Spider-Man here again. So Spider-Man just going to get stunned for us over and over, so we can draw a card from him. There's no more counters on stun gun, so since it has uses, it gets discarded here, so that's gone. Okay, next turn we'll deal with the board. Not yet, guys. Let's do. Let's see. If she attacks us, that goes up to 4. She can add one more that goes up to 5. I think we should be good on that not flipping. So let's do Daredevil Thor's 2, Nick will Thor 2 for total 4. Clear off the Amplify there. Not a fan of the Amplify. Daredevil takes 2 constant damage for thwarting. Nick will take 1. And that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We did all of our force responses, so we can ready all this stuff up here as well. And we're going to draw back up to our hands here 5 in hero form. Looking for that last ready for a fight. Ooh, we got the pin down actually, and we got the ready for fight. We're going to deck out. It'll be during the player phase, so okay, that's okay. Alright, it is the Enchantress turn. She's going, oh wait, I forgot this is defeated. Alright, she's going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 4 threat here out of 6. She's going to attack us, we'll block with Nick Fury. She's hitting with a base of 2. Here's a boost card, 0, so 2 damage takes out Nick Fury. All the minions are going to attack us. Spider-Man is stunned for a 3rd turn in a row. Nothing happens. Both these minions are pinned down, so they have 0 attack, so no damage gets through. Now we get dealt 1 face down counter card. I forgot. Keep on forgetting this, guys. She attacked us for response. We place a charm counter, which instead we add a threat. So this goes up to 5 threat out of 6. Okay, now we get the encounter card, which is do my bidding. Actually, did we add the threat? Remember, if your identity has a defined trait, choose one. If your identity has an enthrall trait, do both in any order. If your identity has a defined trait, choose one. Okay, so we're enthralled, so I have to do both in any order. Search the encounter deck to discover opera minion, reveal it, and then search the encounter to discover opera side scheme, reveal it. Okay, so we gotta get a minion and a side scheme here. I don't know if I want that again because that was 4 threat. This is actually pretty good for Tigra, except we're already maxed out on our minions. We need to take care of them now. Let's see, what's the chill side scheme? We reviewed. Do we have to review with the review side scheme? So I don't want to do that. It'll get me another minion. That's another minion there. I don't want a quick strike minion. Are there any more side schemes, guys? When defeated, each player. Oof, I don't want to do that. Discard. What's this side scheme? Discard. No, I don't like that. Oh man, there's not a lot of good side schemes. Okay, for the minion, we're going to get Jessica Jones. I think she's not that bad. Where is she? Jessica Jones. So, oh, she's gonna confuse. That's fine. So Jessica Jones is gonna come out. She's going to be revealed. So she's going to confuse us here. Is there another enthralled brute? Ah, no, they have 7 life. It's fine. So she's going to confuse Tigra. And that's pretty thematic whenever she's reviewed. Then we search for a side scheme and then counter or discard pile. So we get a side scheme from the discard pile here. We're just gonna get that Spider-Man side scheme back out again. There's all this other side scheme and then counter deck I'm not a fan of. So we'll get this back out. It gets reviewed. So it's gonna have the 2 threat plus 2. So it's gonna have 4 threat again with the amplify, and that's gonna resolve do my bidding. All right, guys. Man, we're not really making good progress right now. Okay, so player phase begins. We'll draw 3 cards with On to Hunt because we have 4 minions, but the cap here is 3, so we just draw 3. We draw 1 card. We deck out. Well, this is useful. We get dealt a face down encounter card for decking out. Immediately shuffle our discard pile back into the deck and then draw 2 more cards here. But we don't have to review the encounter card because encounter cards get reviewed during that final step of the villain phase. We're currently in the player phase because it says after the player phase begins, do we do this effect. So that's actually not bad. So shuffle up here. And we're going to draw 2 more cards with On the Hunt and hopefully try to pop off this turn. Because, yeah, we need to start dealing some stuff. Actually, the Tooth and Claw is massive for us right now. That's going to be pretty good. And we can draw 2 more cards here. 1, 2. Okay, all right. Let me think here. So this card here, reduce the cost of play by 1 for each minion engaged with us. We have 4 minions, so this is free to play. We can take out Spider-Man finally and Jessica Jones. But before we do, I want to use our... I think what we do is actually use this thing. So what are we doing? We're doing our... let me think. Oh, I wanted Moon Knight to go back and shuffle. That's okay. So let's do this here. Exhaust card, huge damage from Enchantress. And we draw a card and discard a card. We drew into Mansion with a double. That's really good. And we'll discard a card. I like everything in my hand right now. Oh, I like everything in my hand, guys. What do we do? Because I want a feline senses here. Help us thwart. But if I'm flipping down, the precinct HQ can clear off the main for us. So I guess it's fine. Let's discard the feline senses. Whoops. So we'll discard this. Okay. Then, so we have to do this at some point, but not yet. We'll do Cat's Head Amulet is going to generate 3 resources because that's a max, because we have 4 minions. So 3 resources there. And then actually, we'll do Helicarrier first to reduce the cost and she'll play by 1. So mansion is 3 costs. Then we'll use the amulet to play the mansion here. So I think we're basically fully built out. Then we'll exhaust the Avenger's Mansion and we'll draw a card. We got our Sharp Claws here. Okay. Is there anything else with minion synergy? Yeah, the Precinct HQ. We want that scheme. Remove 1 additional threat for each minion engaged with you. So we can do 5 throughout the main if I play this and I flip down. But before I flip, I have to take out Jessica Jones, which means that we. Okay, that's okay. Maybe I can hunted when I flip down though. Okay, let's do this. We need to work on these schemes, guys. We'll do Moon Knight with Thor for 2, Daredevil with Thor for 2, for a total of 4, and we'll clear off the side scheme again. They'll both take consequential damage and get knocked out. I was trying to decide if I wanted to clear that out or just work on the main a little bit. So both these guys take consequential damage and they're knocked out. We kill the Amplify again. All right, I want a Gambit here. So let's do Twin Carrier is 1 resource. Actually, wait, let's hold on to that for the physical because I need that for the ready for fight. We'll do. I want to play all these cards again, guys. What do we do? I need to Gambit. Do we use the Shark Claws? We just use it. So we use 3 resources here, so I can play Gambit. I should have done this. That's okay. So we can play Gambit here. So he'll be. Oh wait, hold on, guys. Oh man, I messed that up. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We have to redo this whole thing. So we're not gonna thwart this side scheme out. We'll instead take 4 threat off the main. So we'll keep the 4 threat on the neighborhood hero. Yeah, I need to have the main be less here because I need to trigger this. Okay, so now we're gonna trigger the force action here. Exhaust this card. Place a charm counter on your enchantment card, but it'll instead add threats to the main scheme. So we do that instead. So we just had Daredevil and Moon Knight. Sorry guys. Throw off the main instead of the neighborhood hero. We don't have a patrol minion or anything like that. So this goes up to 2 threat. Then we can play a card from here, reducing its cost by 1. So Gambit is 2 cost. This will be a double resource here, so we can play Gambit. After Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, and then tuck 1 under him so only the boost is available. 2, 3. It's only 1s. So do we want choose here or confuse your identity? What is this? Do we want this as an encounter card? No, I think we take this as an encounter card. Exhaust card, charm counter, and draw a card. This card from your hand. I don't know if I want to do that. That's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna grab this, tuck it under Gambit, so he has 1 thwart, 1 attack right now. Okay, and we put this back on top in the same order. Okay, let's put Spider-Man over here. Okay. Next, what are we doing, guys? So I want to play Precinct HQ. I want to play Ready for a Fight. I want to pin down. And I want a Sharp Claws here. Okay. We're going to do Gambit's going to swing for 1. No one has guard because he's cunted here, so he loses guard. So we'll do 1 damage. Knock off the tough from Enchantress. We're going to do our first damage scan. Or this turn. Gambit takes 8 consequential damage. Then we're going to play Tooth and Claw. Reduce the cost of play this event by 1 for each minion engaged with us. We have 4 minions, so it's free to play. Do 4 damage to the enemy and do 4 damage to the enemy. So we are going to do 4 damage on Jessica Jones, takes her out. Then we'll do 4 damage on the Enchantress, brings from 16 down to 12. Okay. Next, do I need to... I think I'm okay staying confused. I think I recover here. So let's flip down to Arch Eagle. We're going to exhaust, heal by 3, brings us from 9 back up to 12. We use undercover work, search your deck and discard for a copy of Hunted, add to your hand. So look through our deck here for the final and 3rd copy of Hunted. Add to your hand. Do I want to play it here? I don't think... no, I don't think we need to. We just use it as a resource. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And we did our force action here already. All right, then we're going to use a double resource here so I can play Precinct HQ. It's a 2-cost support. As an RP action, exhaust his card, remove 1 threat from a scheme. We're going to do that and remove a threat from here. and remove 1 additional threat for each minion engaged with us. We have 3 minions, so it's going to do 4 threat removal here in Alter Ego. So we'll clear off the neighborhood hero in one go. So this side scheme is now gone. Okay, feeling better here. Then we're going to use a physical resource from Queen card to declare the water to be physical, so we can play our ready for a fight. So we got this thing down, so we can block Enchantress from scheming. We'll use a resource here to play Sharp Claws. It's a 1-cost upgrade. After you make a basic attack with an exhaust this card, an entire gets +1 for attack, and we can choose to give her overkill or piercing for the hit as well. Let's move everything a little bit over, because these things I'm probably going to discard. So I put these over here. All right, and then we're going to pin down, play it, attach them in. We'll give it to Spider-Man, actually. We'll just keep him in play. He's already confused here, so that's not too bad. He has -2 attack. So now he has 0 attack as well. So we got our full triple pin down on the minions, including Spider-Man. All right, and that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We did our force action, so we're good to go. And then we're back up to 12 life, and our max is 13 with the defense conditioning. Let's draw up our hands here 6. I think we're ready to pop off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is the Enchantress' turn. She's going to add 1 to the main. She's going to scheme because we're an Alter Ego. We'll trigger the ready for a fight. Discard this card, change the hero form, and it should attack us instead. We won't practice playing because I have the ready for fight in hand. So we change up here to hero form. Enchantress will attack us. We'll take the hit now because we have 12 life. She's in with a base of 2. Here's the boost. 1, and then either place a charm counter on your enchantment card or confuse your identity. We are confused, so we have to put the enchantment or the charm counter, which will add threat to the main. So this goes up to 4. She's going to do 3 damage with the 1 boost icon, brings us down to 9 life. After she attacks, force response, we get a charm counter, which instead gets a threat on the main. So 5 threat on the main out of 6 here. So that's getting kind of close to popping. Now all the minions will attack us. They all have 0 attack with a pin down, so we take no damage there. We can dealt 1 encounter card for a total of 2. First one is Street Defenders. Each minion activates against a player it is engaged with. Otherwise, enemy leader activates. Do not give it a boost card. Okay, that's awesome. So all 3 minions will activate. They all have 0 attack. Nothing happens. Really good card for us to give the pin down. Last encounter card is Kiss of Temptation. So we attach this to ourselves as well. Force action. We have to do this at least once. Whatever. Exhaust this card. Place a charm counter on the enchantment card in your play area. Draw a card and discard a card from your hand. So same ability as the Trance of Sloth here. So we have like double draws and discards here. As Alter action, I can exhaust it to just get rid of it. I think I need to get rid of some of these in Alter Ego, but I don't know if I want to flip this turn. All right, it's back over to our turn. On the hunt, we're going to draw 3 cards because we're engaged with 3 minions, guys. So hand size of 6 from Alter Ego, drawing 3 more cards here. 1, 2, 3. Mansion, draw another card. All right, so we got 10 cards in hand right now, and we're looking pretty good. I can Night Nurse as well. We're down to 9 life. Fix that so I can what doesn't kill me here twice if I wanted to. Okay, let's think here. We have Professor X. We just keep the minions. We just gotta remove threat. Yeah, she didn't do any more things to mess with the threat for us. So we can Feline Senses. I could play X. I think I play X and Grant Ward. Okay, let's go ahead and do Cat's Head Amulet. Is going to generate a triple, so we can play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We'll pick the one to confuse the villain. Enchantress is steady, so she's not fully confused, so we got 1 stats card on her. X is going to Thor for 3 from the main. Let's drop that down to 2 threat. He'll take a consequential damage. Then we'll go ahead and then we play Grant Ward here. So he can't defend, but after you reveal treachery as a force response, we have to spend a mental resource. If we don't, we take damage equal to his attack and remove from the game. He'll Thor for 2. Let's clear off this main scheme entirely here. Grant Ward would take a consequential damage. All right. Next, we're going to do this force action. Heal damage from Enchantress. Oh, she's gonna heal this time. Yeah, she'll heal. Go up to 13. We draw a card and discard a card from our hand. We drew Endurance. We'll have to discard something. Let's toss the Cat-like Reflexes here. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll do this one. Same exact thing. Place a charm counter on the enchantment card first, so we actually get a threat. on the main, and then we can draw on this card. Ooh, we got Tooth and Claw. Okay, so we will discard Feline Senses. We don't need a Thor anymore. We'll discard this. Alright, and then we're gonna use a Luring Call. Exhaust this card, plays a Charm counter. It goes, so we add another threat to the main. It goes up to 2 out of 6 here. And then we can play a card from here, reducing its cost by 1. So Tooth and Claw here is a 1 cost because we reduce it by 1 for each min. So now it's free to play. We'll play it here. So do 4 damage to enemy, do 4 damage to enemy. Hit the Enchantress here for 8. Brings her from 13 down to 5 life here. Okay, I think we're doing good now. And then we want to Helicarrier to reduce it. Actually, wait, we want to attack. Let's Helicarrier to reduce the cost. Next play by 1 to play Sharp Claws. 1 cost upgrade. When we make a base attack, we can exhaust claws. We get +1. We choose to have overkill or piercing for that hit. So we got both of our claws down now. So let's go ahead and swing on Enchantress for 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring this from 5. Actually, let's just do 1, 2, 3. So brings from 5 down to 2. Then we'll use the Queen Carrier, declare it to be a physical. And then let's do a resource here so I can play what doesn't kill me. The requirement is at least 1 physical resource when paying for this card, which we did. Heal 2 damage from here and then ready back up. So we can heal, go back to 11, and we'll ready up here. And then we'll swing for 2 more on the Enchantress, brings her from 2 down to 0. And I do not remember what she does whenever we flip her. So let's see. She has Steady Still and Toughness. Whenever you put the set aside future of Despair, Slash came into play, and it plays additional 4 threat on it. So 2 plus 4, 6 threat. And she gains, never mind, she gains Stalwart, so she loses the Confuse. And then she cannot take damage. Whenever you place 1 Charm counter on each enchantment card in play, so a counter goes on here, we can set add threat to the main. So it goes up to 3 out of 6. And this will have 6 threat, but while it's in play, Enchantress cannot take damage, so we can't do any more damage to her while that's there. Maybe I should have saved the Thor event. She's going to have 18 life. We can bring her down, then we win. So we just gotta knock her out. I think what we do is we just play out our hand here. So let's do a resource here to play the Night Nurse. And we'll do a physical resource to play the Ready for a Fight. Do I want to play the Ready for a Fight? That's fine. Let's play it. Alright, so we have the Night Nurse here. We can exhaust the Night Nurse and remove a counter. She comes with 3 counters. So let's go and do that. Exhaust, remove counter to heal damage from your hero, and also discard a status card. So we go up to 12 life, and we discard this Confuse. Alright, Gambit's going to work on it. He's going to Thor for 1. Actually, let's Thor for 1 for main. I don't want that to pop on us. Gambit takes a consequence of damage, and we're going to end our turn. Alright, guys, that was pretty crazy. We're going to deck out again. Maybe we can kill her if we can Thor that side scheme out. Alright, we're super enthralled right now with all these attachments. Let's draw back up to 5. Ooh, we got the Tooth and Claw and Nick. Okay, so it is the Enchantress' turn. She's going to add 1 to the main. She is going to attack us here. We'll block this with Professor X. Hit it with a base of 2. Gets a boost. Is 3. Okay, 5 damage. Takes out X. All the minions attack us. They're all pinned down, so they have 0 attack. We take no damage. I forgot, after she attacks, we get a counter on there with her force response, because she adds a counter here, which instead puts a counter there. Alright, then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, yeah, which is Crown of the Enchantress. Attached to her, in next promotion, she gains Star. She already has Star Wars with that. After Enchantress schemes against you, place 1 charm counter on the enchantment card in your player. Okay, that's fine. So she gets this attachment. Alright, guys, can we clear out this side scheme? And no treachery, so Grant Ward stays in play. Do I have thwarting here? Well, we can trade this. So on the hunt, after player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you. We're pinned down 3 minions, drawing 3 cards. We draw 1, deck out, get dealt face down and counter card. Shuffle up here and draw 2 more. But since it's the player phase, we do not have to review the encounter cards. What I was gonna say. So we're gonna draw 2 more cards here, looking for those attack events. But Nick will draw me even more, so we'll see what we can do. Alright, so we're drawing 2 more cards here. We got Moon Knight. Okay, he can help us thwart. That's pretty good. Let's move this aside for some more space that we're gonna need with all these minions. Okay, so we drew our cards. Let's go ahead. I think we're not even going to do the force action. We can end her before we have to do that. So let's mansion, draw a card. Actually, I might as well do it right now. We can't, what doesn't kill me. So let's exhaust this. He would damage from Enchantress. She's at full life. Draw a card and discard a card. So we draw a card, discard the what doesn't kill me. All right. Then actually, why don't we cycle through our deck with all these? So we'll trigger this force action. Exhaust this card, place a charm counter. We add a threat instead. And then draw a card and discard a card from your hand. So we'll draw a card here. Oh, we got it. Okay, discard a card, discard this. Okay. Next, we need to play Nick Fury. So we'll do Helicarrier is going to reduce the cost to play him by 1. This is a triple resource for the 3 minions, so we can play good old Nick. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one, repeat the one, and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I kind of want the Thor event right now. It's what I'm kind of digging for. Okay, we're going to do Grant War with Thor. Actually, Gambit's going Thor for 1. Let's take a threat off of there. So we can do our shenanigans here. It would take a consequential damage and get knocked out. Then we'll do Grant War Thor's 2, Nick will Thor for another 2. From here, drops this down to 2 threat from 6. They'll both take consequential damage. So 1 damage on Nick, 1 on Grant Ward. Okay, how do I Thor that out, guys? Moon Knight. Okay, we're gonna play Moon Knight here. Let's see. We'll do 1 resource here, so I can play Moon Knight. For response after he enters play, search the encounter and discard power for a minion, and then put in play engage with you, stun and confuse the minion. So let's get Jessica Jones here from discard power. She won't when reviewed anymore because she was put in play with Moon Knight's ability, and then she is stunned and confused. That's actually perfect for our attack event because now we got 4 minions. Okay. Moon Knight's gonna Thor for 2. Moon Knight's super clutch here. Gonna clear off the Future of Despair, so this side scheme is gone. So now Enchantress can take damage, so we can try to finish her here. Moon Knight takes a consequential damage. Okay. Tooth and Claw. Oh yeah, I think we got it here. Okay, well, do we have any more ready? So we can't. What doesn't kill me because we're at 2 healthy of a life. That's fine. Okay, we're just going to swing here. For actually, should I just trigger this thing? Yeah, let's just trigger this. We exhaust this card, place a charm counter, so we get a thing here. And then we can play a card from here, reducing its resource cost by 1. So let's go ahead and do a Cat-Light Reflexes. I don't know why I'm playing it. All right, so we got that down there. All right, next we're going to swing for 1, 2, 3, 4 on the Enchantress. Brings us from 18 down to 14. This guy loses guard. None of the other minions have guard, so we can just ignore all of them. Then we're not even going to play all this stuff. We can just play Tooth and Claw. Reduce the cost of play this event by 1 for each minion engaged with us. There's 4 minions, so it's free to play. Here I should attack, do 4 again. So 8 damage on Enchantress, brings from 14 all the way down to 6. And we're going to play another Tooth and Claw here. Exact same thing. Free to play. It's going to do another 8 damage. Brings from 6 all the way down to 0. Alright guys, that is another pin down Tigra game here. Super duper enchanted with all these. We had the Alluring Call, Kiss of Temptation, and the Trance of Sloth on Tigra here. We had full lineup here of minions. Spider-Man never ever hurt us. You know, he's still a good guy after all this. We have Luke Cage pinned down with Enthralled Brute, and we also have Jessica Jones, who was stunned and confused on us right here. We have some Shield, Alice helping us out, and Moon Knight. Yeah, this was a super fun and thematic game, guys. All right, yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Excited to get back into these weekly one-shot challenges here. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this week's one-shot challenge. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.